How's it going today, everybody? This is Kejime Addict, your host. I'm coming back with another big, nice figure review, and this is on the SH Figuarts Ultraman Zero figure. I realize I have Belial, and I haven't reviewed Zero yet. So let's dive right in and see if this figure is really worth adding to your collection, if paying aftermarket prices is really worth it. Obviously, first things first, look at how much he pops under all of this light. He looks absolutely gorgeous. He looks way better on the camera than in person. I'm just kidding. He looks great either way. But this adds a really big sheen to all the metal pieces on him and the lines. He looks gorgeous in this camera. The paintwork is absolutely clean on him. Blues, the reds. It looks like Ultraman Zero after all. The back. The head, the sharp head. Oh my goodness. Looks like an edgy teenager. I miss those days. The face, the eyes. Looking good, man. Looking good, that's all I'm gonna say. This figure is epic looking. I love the look of this figure. Let's get to the articulation on him, shall we? The articulation on him's pretty good, but it's actually kind of limited as well. Even if it's a few years old, there's still some limitations. Like, he can't actually look up very high. As high as he goes. Not very high at all. He can't look down, though. Very far down. He can't look up. And that's with both joints. That's with both. It's not very high. It's almost like a little bit extra higher than eye level. So that is kind of disappointing. The head does turn quite well. Because of the peg joint it's on, though, it doesn't really shift side to side or lean side to side. It's only got that neck joint, which is super limited. So there's a little bit, but not a lot. The shoulder pads both move in and out to give him extra range and movement. So you can pull it up. And the arms looks a little bit better, like right there. Speaking of the arms, they do go all the way out, all the way around. They have an awful hidden arm twist. In fact, it's almost non-existent. There's it all the way back, all the way forward. Not good. Can't get it really. It looks fine, but it's not quite what I want. And the butterfly joint, you can tell this is right when the butterfly joints became super popular. Almost non-existent. Almost. Not bad, but not great either. It doesn't help at all, either side. If you have a butterfly joint, it should help you bring the arms across to each other, but it doesn't. The elbows, though, definitely really nice. Double jointed. They do have a little bit of twist movement here, but not too much. And then the hands, the wrists, ball pegs. We know those. We know those. Typical Tamashii Nations. Typical pretty much every company now at this point. The upper torso movement. Watch that fin. Almost doesn't go forward. You only know it's going forward because it breaks up the sculpt. And then you peel it back. That's standard. And then it just goes a smidge. So that upper chest joint, not very good. And then the bottom one, kind of good. But as you can see here, messes up the paint a little bit when you do that. Like there's a little bit of plastic or something. Yeah, it rubs in there. You can kind of see it. It's not good. Pretty much don't have that joint at all, pretty much, is how it works. When you do get both of them fully leaned forward, that's all you get. He's got no waist. Doesn't even have twist. The hips, though, are really good. Go out. Don't go back, because he's got a butt. Oh, God. It's got a butt. Pretty good thigh twist. Not bad, not great. Really tight. It's got double jointed knees that actually aren't as good as they are because the cut on this bottom one isn't as low as it should be. So it actually doesn't bend as far as it should. Also not very great. The ankles, the forward's pretty good. A little bit, or good backwards, not a lot forwards. Ankle rocker is nice though. I can twist a little bit. And the toe hinge is the toe hinge. Kind of good, kind of bad. Not excellent. It's kind of weird to think that this was one of the modern figures, and it's really limited. I kind of forgot how limited it was until picking it up again. So let's do some size comparisons before we finish off with the accessories. Obviously, we have to take out the big bad boy himself, Belial. Well, the world may never know. Oh, crud. Pushed him forward. So even standing up, Belial's technically not bigger, which I saw the movie semi-recently. I'm pretty sure he's supposed to be larger than him. But they're at eye level. Technically, it's the eye sluggers that keep him above. So, you know, they're close. It looks good. It looks good. I honestly, off the top of my head, I can't remember if that's suit actor accurate. As an extra, we've got my Mondo exclusive Cherry Bomb Godzilla, just to kind of show what he looks like next to a smaller Safubi. Oh golly, I'm out of shot. Here you go. So just about his chest. Just a fun one. And of course, for most people who are buying the SH Figuarts Ultraman figures, you are probably also buying the SH Monster Arts Godzillas. So here he is compared to 21. Looks good. Godzilla's nice and big. Absolutely a fight we should hopefully one day see. You never know. You never know. All right, let's finish off this video off with the accessories and the final thoughts. So let's go over the accessories because he has an absolute butt ton. So he has two heads, one with the ice sluggers and one without. Looks pretty good. I do kind of actually like this look. It looks nice. Both of them look really nice. So he's got that. Still same great paint apps. Eyes look great. Good sculpt. Not better range though, so it doesn't really matter. He's got an extra color timer. So he's got the blue one. And then we've got this tiny red one. Very nice. You just push the bottom of the blue one and it pops out. Same thing with the red one. Speaking of color timers, he's also got the ones where he's got the eye sluggers on before he delivers his final zero beam. I can't remember what it's called. Oh my goodness, I should have looked at the names. Also looks nice. Looks pretty good on the figure. Speaking of final finishing moves, we have the double-bladed sword ice slugger combination slash, I believe he shoots it like a bow and arrow too. Or he can, chooses to, I can't remember. And the right hand that holds it. It's pretty good size. The wrist range on this figure is a little limited, so posing this is a little awkward. You can't really get it down. I love it when I can get my handheld weapons like swords and stuff down like that, you know. If he's holding it like that, I don't know why I like it, but he can only get to about right there. So it doesn't look quite as glorious as I picture it, but it still looks pretty darn good. Speaking of the Ice Sluggers, again, for the final time, the two Ice Slugger holding hands, and the two different ways you can pose him with the Ice Sluggers. Comes with two of them. So you got the upwards hold, which looks nice. And we got the bottom, which I kind of prefer this way, which I believe he mainly holds them this way, but I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. Both look good. The Ice Sluggers themselves are really nice. Don't lose them. It's not like the Ultra Zero or 7. Ugh, not Ultra Zero. Ultra 7, where he comes with an extra one. It's those two, and that's it. The two on the set don't come off. Comes with an extra arm bracelet for the Revenge of Belial movie. For the call out for the power, so he can continuously transform even when he's away from the planet or a sun source. Looks very nice. Pretty hard to attach. I think I've actually only ever put it on once, and I don't even think I put it on all the ways. I just wanted to see how it looks, and I was like, I like the base. Then he comes with a slew of hands. We come with his open grabbing palms, Kamehameha hands even. Very nicely sculpted. Comes with his fists, which are attached. Obviously, he's an Ultraman. He's gotta come with chopping hands. Love the chopping hands. Or the flying hands, but mainly chopping. Chopping down the kaiju. Or Belial. Here is the other hand for holding his big sword spear thing. I don't take them off. It's really hard to get the sword in there the first time, so I kind of just leave it in on the right side. And then he comes with 3 special posing hands. So he comes with one piece / scissor hand for playing rock, paper, scissors. Maybe him and the other Ultramen, Ultra Brothers are getting bored. So he throws scissors. And then he comes with his iconic posing hands. He's got the 2 hands holding out, kind of like he's force choking someone. And then he's got the palm tight, 1 finger out hands. Kind of like he's holding the gun, but he's not. Both really nice. Love them. So he's got good hands. Got pretty darn good accessories. No beam, weirdly enough. I think one of the later releases came with it, so. And then no cape, but that's also an extra accessory. So that pretty much brings us to the final thoughts of the video. This figure is great, but after not holding him and playing with him for a little while since the move, I kind of gotta say this not as great as I remember. Like, he looks aesthetically great, and he comes with a lot of things, but I mean, he's missing his beam, and the articulation is like the killing on this figure. Like, his articulation is not great for the most part, which is sad because Zero is one of my favorites, you know, right behind Mebius and Trigger, who's currently out of stock and I can't get any of. So Ortega, who's also out of stock, and overpriced on eBay. So I can buy 2 Triggers from Big Bad Toy Store if they were to come back in stock, or I can buy 1 on eBay. So this figure is honestly going to get a 6 out of 10. I mean, I love it, but aesthetics isn't it. Not for an articulated figure like this, especially because a lot of the Ultramen before him had way better articulation and range. And then even for some of the ones that can hold things, I feel like just looking at pictures of them, they can hold it a little bit better than he can. And his main beam is 0 shot, or whatever he calls it, his specium rate pretty much. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making them. Sorry it's a little late, guys. I didn't mean to. Work's been hectic. So if you guys enjoyed, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. We are at 181 as of the end of this video, which is absolutely insane. We're almost at 200. I am starting to gear up to figure out how I'm going to do the 2019 Ghidorah review. So please stick around for that. Please stick around for more kaiju content. I've got pretty much daily. The schedule's been kind of getting flipped around a little bit, but I promise I'll be a little bit more active here soon. So, as I always say, peace, rock on, stay safe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.